Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So it's Wednesday and that means brand new drop day and we have so many new things to go over today. Before we get started, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop or character in your collection that is like a king in their universe? And I'm gonna go with, well, Kingpin. It's literally in the name. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and jump into our news today. And if you want to pre-order anything new, if you haven't yet, there's a link down below to Amazon or Entertainment Earth. So let's go ahead and start off with ReZero here since there's a bunch of little news I want to talk about. So here's your full common wave, including Ram, Subaru, Amelia with Puck, as well as Rem with a Chase. Now, as far as the exclusives, though, it gets a little interesting. So we have a Funko Shop exclusive Rem, also with the Morningstar, just like that Chase. And then over at Child's Collectibles, you actually have Ram there with the wind effect all around her as a glow-in-the-dark exclusive. Both of these are actually available for pre-order now. You can get Ram on the Funko Shop and head over to Child's Collectibles, grab that Ram. I think both exclusives turned out amazing. Definitely some of the better exclusives for anime this year. Now, touching back up on Rim though, here's a look at all three variations. So all the way on the right there, you have the normal common, then you have the Chase Bloody with the Morningstar, and then you have the Funko exclusive with the Morningstar swirling all around her. Same creepy smile, but then she also has some shading over her face under her bangs there, kind of floating up. And all around, it's just the better variation of the pop. I have no idea why Funko would drop both of these on the same day and both for pre-order. If you really look at that from a sales standpoint, it just makes no sense because usually in the past, they would kind of like get you with releasing a Funko exclusive one, for example, like 2 months later where you'd have to buy another variation or it's better. But in this situation, they dropped them both on the same day, and wouldn't that just hurt Chase sales or Chase bundle sales for every other company out there, including Funko on the shop? So personally to me, I don't think it's the best business decision unless they're just banking on people wanting to complete the entire collection. But why spend all that extra money going after the Chase roulette if you're buying 6 for a case, or if you're just buying a Chase bundle a little bit cheaper than 6? Versus just buying the $15 exclusive that's much better. I don't know though, guys. Here's your full ReZero collection. At the moment, no word on a wave 2 if we get any more characters. I think we have to see how this one does sell. But let me know what you guys think about all of the pops in this set and which ones you plan to get. All right, next up for South Park fans, we do have a brand new set. This does include Kissing Company Butters, Craig Tucker with Stripe. We have Hippie Exterminator Cartman, Jimmy Valmer, and Wendy Testaburger. However, we did get a Funko Shop exclusive, which was pretty interesting, of Cupid Cartman here. That is a pop. That is a mold. Oh my, I cannot believe they made this, truly. I've seen nothing but comments of people saying, well, what does it look like on the other side? I hope they didn't detail anything on the back side. Oh man, it's... Moving on for Tangled fans here, we did get a new anniversary set, including Rapunzel with Pascal, Rapunzel with the shorter hair, then we have the Pop Nook, as well as Flynn with the frying pan, though we did actually get a Funko Shop exclusive of that very Pascal Buddy Pop, just as a full-scale pop in the dress there, and I think it's pretty funny, again, coming to the Funko Shop in a couple months. Moving on for Pinky and the Brain fans here, we did actually get a 2-pack of Pop Speech Bubbles. We have, well, Pinky and the Brain. So for Pinky's, it says, "Gee, Brain, what are we doing tonight?" And then Brain's quote says, "The same thing we do every night, Pinky, try to take over the world." So what's pretty interesting is not only do they have Pop Speech Bubbles, but they're also glow in the dark. And you already know where I'm going. You see my face, you know where I'm going with this, and it's just like, why does this glow? Why are they not flocked? That is such a weird thing to do to these pops. I truly need to know who comes up with these ideas at Funko. Like, I really want to have a conversation and be like, how did we get to this point? I'm not even trying to be, I just want to know how we got to this point. Anyways, guys, let's go and move on to Marvel here. So we have our Marvel What If series. No exclusives in the set, but this includes Avengers mech, Captain America mech, and Iron Man mech. However, in the Marvel category, we did get 2 exclusives outside of that What If show, and this is Wolverine and Deadpool here from the movie at the end when they're, you know, saving the world there. So I think it's actually a pretty cool thing that they did here. I think it would have worked more as a moment or a 2-pack even, but at least we got the pops. I know some people have issues with it because it doesn't technically match the scene 1-to-1. The issue I have with it is, why weren't these made a year ago with the Deadpool and Wolverine line, you know? This would have sold so well on the Funko Shop last year. I'm not saying it might not still sell well, it's just more so, I just don't get why it wasn't released then, you know? it's just weird. Nonetheless, though, again, if you're looking forward to this one, Funko Shop exclusive, expected to drop in a couple months. Next up for horror fans, we had the Smile Entity, Buff Chucky, and the Bent Neck Lady. Though also in the horror category, we actually got some brand new Alien pops here from Alien Earth. So this does include the sheep with the eye, and that thing looks disgusting. We also have the Xenomorph and Wendy there. So technically, since Stranger Things is also horror, I'm gonna throw this in this section, and we do have an upcoming 9,500 piece pop here of the Demogorgon that's metallic gold. Okay. Okay. So it's just one of those things where they kind of just repaint something old and then slap that limited exclusive sticker on there. They're going to do this a lot. Next up over at Target, a couple exclusives did drop earlier in the week. We had the Spider-Man cover if you want to head over there and grab it, as well as these two new Bitty Pop Target exclusive sets of Pokemon and Spider-Man. For Astrobot fans, we did get a new common variation here if you didn't pick up the limited exclusive last year. And if you wanted to see it side by side, on the left is the common and on the right is the Game of the Year edition. I do think it's pretty interesting that we got the common pretty close to when we're supposed to get the exclusive, because if you don't know, if you did order the Game of the Year Astrobot, it got delayed by like 5-6 months. It was pretty crazy. They didn't state an exact reason why. Maybe there was an issue with it in the factory, who knows. But yeah, we're most likely going to get the common really close to when we actually get the exclusive. Next up for WWE fans, I know a couple of you guys were asking about this Stone Cold pop here. So it looks like it's going to be an Entertainment Earth exclusive dropping tomorrow on their website around 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST. So you should be able to get this one fairly easy. So again, just be on Entertainment Earth's website tomorrow at that time if you want to grab this one. Wicked fans, it looks like we're getting more merch from Funko outside of the, second movie set. And this does include some Funko mystery minis. So we have Elphaba, Glinda in the Bubble Gown, then we have Fiero, Madame Morrible, and finally diamond versions of Elphaba and Glinda. No exact ETA on those just yet. I believe they were just spotted in a store, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, moving on to a couple of other updates. Over at the Funko Shop, lots of new things in stock. On this first page here, we have the Littlefoot Funko exclusive, as well as Gimli from Lord of the Rings, available now. More exclusives includes the Pop Premium Stitch and Sun Lounger, Crazy Homer, and a couple Marvel items of the split ones of Peter Parker, Iron Spider, as well as Steve Rogers and Captain America. And then we had a couple different pocket pops in stock. On the next page here, we had the Penguin with Stitches from Spy Family, as well as the Pochita 10-inch pop. Looks like it did drop at the Funko Shop here if you want to grab that one for your Chainsaw Man set. Another new set in stock includes the Rocky Horror Picture Show set, as well as a couple Loungefly items. On this next page here, a couple more horror items here, including some pop plushes of different horror icons. Then we had the Cartoon Network Finn and Jake plushes, as well as a bunch of Disney princesses in stock, which continues on this next page as well. A bunch of more holiday sets, including the Marvel Pops and anime pops of Naruto and Demon Slayer. And our last page here features Holiday Nightmare Before Christmas Pocket Pop stuff, as well as we did have the new Marvel Ironheart Pops and Monster High Pops. So as always, head over to the Funko Shop if you need anything new. Now guys, another quick update for Naruto fans. I want to remind you guys that Itachi is dropping this Friday at 9 a.m. PT. This one's limited to 5,000 pieces and we'll have 2 per household there. So at a 2 limit, with them only loading, I think about 4,000, somebody said, it's gonna go pretty quick at 2. So be prepared, be ready. You won't need any fan rewards points for this drop. Though I do want to tell you guys that Funko has now implemented a queue system, so just be on the site at that time and make sure to get yourself in that queue. Otherwise, you might not get this one. Now, one final update in today's video. I want to remind you guys that K-Pop Demon Hunter Funko Pops are coming this week, and they are expected to be fully revealed tomorrow. So we will have a full collection of all kinds of different characters and some exclusives, maybe even some chases. So stay tuned on that. And feel free to leave a comment down below as to what you want to see in this K-Pop Demon Hunter wave. Also, we will be actually getting Pop Yourself, so you'll be able to make yourself as a Funko Pop in the K-Pop Demon Hunter kind of like universe, so you'll be able to apply those different accessories, so stay tuned for that too. Well guys, that pretty much wraps up today's Funko News updates. Lots of new drops this week, lots of new exclusives. Let me know in the comments below, out of everything we just went over, what are you most excited for and what do you plan to pick up for your collection? I do want to thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested, want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.